She looked me dead in the face and said, "That package is mine now. I already opened it." My package, my name on the label. She opened it, and she was standing there like I was the one causing a scene. Okay, so I work from home, which means I'm usually around when deliveries come. But I had a dentist appointment, like an actual unavoidable thing, and I come back to find my front doorstep empty. I check the tracking. Delivered, left at door. Great, except there's nothing there. So I pull up the delivery photo on my phone, and it's my door, my mat, my little potted plant in the corner. Definitely delivered to me. I knock on my neighbor Diane's door. She's in the unit right next to mine. We've exchanged maybe 4 sentences ever just to ask if she saw anything. And she opens the door and I can see the box, my box, sitting on her coffee table, already open, bubble wrap everywhere. And she goes, "Oh, that. Yeah, I took that in for you." And I think, okay, maybe she's just being neighborly and she'll hand it right over. She did not hand it right over. So I smile, I actually smile, and I go, "Oh, thank you so much, I'll just grab it." And Diane does this thing where she kind of shifts in the doorway, blocks it a little, and she goes, "Well, I didn't know when you'd be back, so I went ahead and opened it." I said, "That's okay, accidents happen, I just need to take it home." And she goes, and this is where it starts, she goes, "I mean, I already took the stuff out and looked at it. It would kind of be weird to give it back now." Weird. To give back my stuff. I genuinely thought she was joking. I laughed a little. She did not laugh. I said, "Diane, my name is on the label. The stuff inside belongs to me." And she goes, "Yeah, but you weren't here. I was. I'm the one who made sure it didn't get stolen." No, seriously, she said that. Like safeguarding my package from theft was a transaction that I now owed her, and the currency was the package itself. I took a breath. I said, "I really appreciate that you grabbed it, and I can absolutely give you a thank you card or something, but I do need my things back." And she tilts her head like I'm being unreasonable and goes, "I've been having such a hard month. I just thought, it felt like a little gift from the universe." A gift from the universe that I paid for, with my money, and had shipped to my address. I stopped being gentle at that point. I said, "Diane, I'm going to need you to hand me my box, or I'm going to have to call the police and report it stolen." And that was the switch. She goes, "Are you seriously threatening me right now? I was trying to do you a favor." Capital letters, full volume. "I live alone, I never get packages, I just wanted something nice for once, and you're going to call the cops on me like I'm some kind of criminal?" I said, "You did open someone else's mail." Which is actually a federal offense. And she goes, "I want you to really hear this." She goes, "You probably don't even need what's in there. You look like someone who just buys things for no reason." So now she's critiquing my shopping habits while holding my stuff hostage. I looked at her and I said very evenly, "Put everything back in the box, please, all of it now." And she goes, "I cannot believe you're doing this to me. I thought we were neighbors." I said, "We are. That's why I'm giving you 30 seconds before I make the call." I pulled my phone out. I actually started dialing. And she called me a word I won't repeat, but it rhymes with witch. Here's the thing, 2 other neighbors had come into the hallway by now, because Diane was not quiet. There was a guy from across the hall standing in his doorway holding a mug of coffee, just watching. And the older woman from the end unit had her door cracked. They heard everything. I got through to non-emergency, explained the situation, and within maybe 20 minutes an officer showed up. And Diane, who had been acting like I was the villain of the century, went completely small the second she saw the uniform. The officer asked her to return the items. She handed over the box without a word. He explained, very calmly and very clearly, in the hallway where the guy with the coffee could absolutely hear every syllable, that opening someone else's delivered parcel is a federal crime regardless of intent, and that she was fortunate the other party was only asking for her property back and not pressing charges. Diane stared at the floor the whole time. Then the officer left, and I picked up my box. And I looked at Diane, who still hadn't apologized, not once, and I said, "I hope the rest of your month gets better." And I walked back to my apartment. Was that too nice? Maybe, but the smirk I had when I said it, yeah, that part wasn't nice at all. Honestly, though, what would you have done? Comment below.